In this video we are going to talk about 15 signs your body is deficient in vital nutrients. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Do you ever feel pain in bones in a very young age? Can't you eat your favorite food due to mouth ulcers? Because you have deficiency in vital nutrients. There are numerous advantages to eating a well-balanced and nutritious diet. A nutrient-deficient diet, on the other hand, might result in a number of unpleasant symptoms. These signs and symptoms are your body's method of alerting you to possible vitamin and mineral deficiency. Recognizing them might assist you in making appropriate dietary changes. Number 15. Brittle nails and hair. Brittle hair and nails can be caused by a multitude of circumstances. One of them is a biotin deficiency. Biotin, often known as vitamin B7, is a nutrient that aids in the conversion of food into energy. Biotin deficiency is uncommon, but when it does develop, the most apparent symptoms are brittle, thinning, or splitting hair and nails. Chronic weariness, muscle soreness, cramping, and tingling in the hands and feet are further signs of biotin insufficiency. Biotin deficiency is most common in pregnant women, heavy smokers or drinkers, and persons with digestive diseases like Crohn's disease. The use of antibiotics and some anti-seizure drugs for an extended period of time is also a risk factor. Biotin deficiency can also be caused by eating uncooked egg whites. Because raw egg whites include avidin, a protein that binds to biotin and inhibits its absorption, this is the case. Egg yolks, organ meats, fish, meat, dairy, nuts, seeds, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, yeast, whole grains, and bananas are all high in biotin. Adults with brittle hair or nails can consider taking a biotin supplement with about 30 micrograms per day. Number 14. Mouth ulcers or cracks in the corners of the mouth. Inadequate intake of certain vitamins or minerals may be associated to lesions in and around the mouth. For example, oral ulcers, often known as canker sores, are frequently caused by iron or B vitamin deficits. Excess salivation or dehydration can induce angular cheilitis, a disorder that causes the corners of the mouth to crack, break, or bleed. It can also be caused by a lack of iron and B vitamins, notably riboflavin, in the diet. Poultry, meat, fish, legumes, dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are all high in iron. Number 13. Bleeding gums. Bleeding gums can be caused by a hard teeth brushing technique, but they can also be caused by a vitamin C deficient diet. Vitamin C aids in wound healing and immunity, and it also functions as an antioxidant, preventing cell damage. Because your body does not produce vitamin C on its own, the only way to ensure proper amounts is to consume it. Consume at least 2 pieces of fruit and 3 to 4 plates of veggies every day to obtain enough vitamin C. Number 12. Poor night vision and white growths on the eyes. A nutrient-deficient diet might cause eyesight difficulties in some people. Low vitamin A levels, for example, are frequently connected to night blindness, a disorder that impairs people's ability to see in low light or darkness. Vitamin A is required for the production of rhodopsin, a pigment found in the retinas of the eyes that aids night vision. Night blindness can progress to xerophthalmia, a disorder that damages the cornea and eventually leads to blindness if left untreated. Most people should avoid taking vitamin A supplements unless they have been diagnosed with a deficiency. Because vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, it can build up in the body's fat stores and become poisonous if ingested in excess. Number 11. Scaly patches and dandruff. Seborrheic dermatitis, SB, and dandruff are 2 skin conditions that affect the body's oil glands. Itchy, peeling skin is present in both cases. Seborrheic dermatitis can affect the face, upper chest, armpits, and groin. These skin problems are most common in the first 3 months of birth, during puberty, and in mid-adulthood. Whole grains, chicken, meat, fish, eggs, dairy, organ meats, legumes, green vegetables, starchy vegetables, nuts, and seeds are all high in niacin, riboflavin, and pyridoxine. Zinc can be found in seafood, meat, legumes, dairy, nuts, and whole grains. Number 10. Hair loss. A common sign is hair loss. By the time they reach 50 years of age, up to 50% of adults have lost their hair. Iron and zinc can be found in meat, fish, eggs, legumes, dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Meat, fish, dairy, complete grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens are all high in niacin. Biotin, which can also be found in egg yolks and organ meat, is abundant in these foods. Excess selenium and vitamin A, for example, two elements commonly found in hair growth supplements, have been related to hair loss. Number 9. Red or white bumps on the skin. Keratosis pilaris is a skin disorder that creates goosebumps on the cheeks, arms, thighs, and buttocks. Corkscrew or ingrown hairs may also accompany these little pimples. The illness usually occurs in childhood and goes away on its own as an adult. People with this problem might consider adding foods high in vitamins A and C to their diet in addition to standard therapies such as medicated lotions. Organ meats, dairy, eggs, fish, dark leafy greens, yellow-orange colored vegetables, and fruit are examples of them. Number 8. Restless leg syndrome. RLS, also known as Willis-Ekbom illness, is a nerve ailment that causes unpleasant or uncomfortable sensations in the legs as well as an insatiable need to move them. Increased intake of iron-rich foods, such as meat, chicken, fish, legumes, dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, may be advantageous because higher iron intake appears to lessen symptoms. Combining these iron-rich foods with vitamin C-rich fruits and vegetables, which can assist enhance iron absorption, may be very beneficial. Number 7. Abnormal heart rhythm. According to the National Institutes of Health, calcium is necessary for keeping strong bones and managing muscle and nerve function, NIH. According to the Cleveland Clinic, signs of significantly low calcium include numb, tingling fingers and irregular heart rhythms. Calcium deficiency, on the other hand, has no obvious short-term effects. According to the National Institutes of Health, this vitamin can be found in calcium-fortified orange juice or breakfast cereal. Read the nutrition information label to see if calcium has been added, as well as dark leafy greens like kale and broccoli. Number 6. Fatigue, bone pain, mood shifts, and more. According to the Cleveland Clinic, vitamin D is also important for bone health and may help prevent some cancers. A vitamin D shortage can manifest itself in a variety of ways, including weariness, bone discomfort, mood swings, and muscle pains and weakness. Spend some time each day outside in the sun, as this is a good source of the nutrient. Ziv recommends getting 10 to 30 minutes of direct sunshine a few times a week. Number 5. Muscle weakness. Potassium aids the correct functioning of your heart, neurons, and muscles, as well as delivering nutrition to cells and removing waste, according to Medline Plus. It's also a beneficial vitamin that helps to counteract the harmful effects of salt on blood pressure. Bananas, milk, acorn squash, lentils, kidney beans, and other legumes are all good sources of potassium. According to the National Institutes of Health, adult men require 3,400 milligrams per day while adult women require 2,600 milligrams. Number 4. Cold hands and feet. According to the Mayo Clinic, anemia can cause symptoms such as weakness and exhaustion, shortness of breath, a fast heartbeat, pale complexion, headache, cold hands and feet, a sore or swollen tongue, brittle nails, and weird desires for items like dirt. The symptoms may be so minor at first that you are unaware that something is wrong, but as your iron levels dwindle, they will grow more severe. Patton suggests consuming iron-fortified cereal, steak, oysters, beans, particularly lima, navy, and kidney beans, lentils, and spinach to enhance iron levels. According to the National Institutes of Health, adult men and women over 50 require 8 milligrams per day, whereas adult women under 50 require 18 milligrams per day. Number 3. Numbness, fatigue, swollen tongue, and more. According to the National Institutes of Health, vitamin B12 aids in the creation of red blood cells and DNA, as well as improving neurotransmitter function. According to Harvard Health Publishing, vegetarians and vegans are more likely to be deficient in vitamin B12 because plants do not produce the nutrient, and people who have had weight loss surgery may also be deficient in B12 because the procedure makes it difficult for the body to extract the nutrient from food. If you're a vegan or vegetarian, Ziv recommends eating B12 fortified foods like plant-based milk and breakfast cereals. According to the National Institutes of Health, B12 can be found in most multivitamins, but if you're at risk of deficiency, you can take a B12 supplement. Number 2. Loss of appetite. According to the National Institutes of Health, humans require between 310 and 420 milligrams of magnesium per day, depending on their gender and age. According to the Cleveland Clinic, magnesium insufficiency can induce lack of appetite, nausea and vomiting, exhaustion, and weakness. Eat additional magnesium-rich foods like almonds, cashews, peanuts, spinach, black beans, and edamame to help your levels return to normal. Number 1. Smooth tongue. Folate, also known as folic acid, is a B vitamin that is especially necessary for women of childbearing age, which is why prenatal vitamins typically include a large quantity. Fatigue, irritability, diarrhea, poor development, and a smooth, tender-feeling tongue are all symptoms of a folate deficit, according to Medline Plus. Fortified cereals, beans, peanuts, sunflower seeds, whole grains, eggs, and dark leafy greens are good sources of folate. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.